Kirk, I'm gonna draw a pose, and you're gonna have to guess who it is. I don't remember what the pose looks like, actually. Hold on. Ah, that's how it goes. Okay.
Is it a Jojo character? Because that pose looks like Bigfoot. That's what that pose looks like to me.
It does. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, this looks more like Bigfoot than a Jojo pose. This one doesn't look any better, but guess the Jojo pose.
Are you drawing their stand?
Yeah, it goes with the pose.
Is that Kakyoin?
Correct. It's Kakyoin. Doesn't it look just like him?
That's not Kakyoin. That's my least favorite character.
The reliable guy.
Fucking hate Koichi.
So are we doing Jojo stands?
I think so.
Alright.
I mean, that's what Kirk's doing, right?
Yeah,
Continue.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay, references are allowed, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll just choose something from the first 6 parts, since that's something that all of you would know at least.
I am once again avoiding drawing hands.
I wonder which stand that could be.
I know, I'm avoiding drawing colors just so that you guys wouldn't be able to guess it.
Thank you for taking that into consideration. Looking at yours at a glance, I actually have no idea what it is.
Yeah. Told you I was gonna
So-
pick an obscure one.
You're definitely doing
It
a
could
good job
also
at that.
It could also just be that my drawing is bad. There's multiple possibilities here.
Alright, I think I'm done with mine. Alright, I'm gonna be looking at your guys' stands.
I don't think we can drawing out the full body.
I think I know which one Kirk is going for. Never mind, I don't think I know which one Kirk is going for.
Oh, I think I know. I think I actually know.
This was one of my favorites when I first watched the show.
I've got it. Crying purple tears? It's the puppet.
It is the puppet from FNAF!
That's my favorite stand.
I don't think drawing out the rest of the body is going to help much, so I'll just leave it at that. Hold on, wait, what's the point of this challenge when I think about it?
Are we trying to go for a winner?
I don't think so.
Like, I was just drawing for fun.
Yeah, I don't even think I really thought much about a winner. Okay, yeah, I guess it'll be like a fun challenge. I mean, at this point, we're allowed to peek, right?
Yeah.
Dang, now I feel like I want to do a background. At least just to help out a bit.
Use the loop tool. That's what I used. Just to get, like, big general shapes in a certain color. That's how I did the background. I'll just be messing with Killer Queen now. Oh, wait. I said the stand. I shouldn't have said that.
What? You made Killer Queen?
I guess the surprise is ruined.
What is that?
It's a
I actually have no
pirate
idea what
hat.
that is.
Alright, I'm gonna
Oh.
move it. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it.
Oh.
Oh, my guy's got a nice little hat.
Everyone gets a hat.
How nice. And we're all friends. I think they're part of some cool hat club together.
They're all pirates from the same crew.
From that ship that we drew in the first image.
What should this pirate crew be named?
The Awesome Guys.
What does their flag look like?
Just the pride flag.
Just a pride flag? Oh, okay. I know which one David's drawing then. I just figured it out.
Did the patterns help?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I was trying to do. Okay, I think I'm pretty satisfied with that. I like how Kirk and I pretty much finishing ours, and then Gio's just like pretty much perfecting his.
By the way, I don't know the names of either of your guys' stands. So if I can just describe the concept, would that count?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, this one's Judgment, right?
Yeah, this is Judgment.
Yeah, I saw the purple tears, and I searched up to see if it was, Death 13.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh yeah, that was one of my original guesses when he started.
Yeah, but then I saw the shoulder pads, I'm like, I don't think Death 13 had any.
That's the image I was using.
Okay.
That makes sense. His belt made it look like a hog. Okay, so which one's next?
David's.
That one would be mine.
I don't know the name of it. It's the one that shoots Josuke from the paper.
Yeah, that's the one.
That has a stand visual?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does show up actually.
I don't remember that at all. I wonder what Geo's could be.
You guys are never gonna guess it.
Is that Star Platinum with cat ears?
Correct.
I nailed it.
It's Uwu Platinum. I used two reference images for mine. One for the background and then one for the actual pose.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on. I do not remember that stand at all though. Like it is. Even looking at it, I have no idea.
I know what stand this is. Deadly Queen.
True. Murderous King, perhaps.
Violence Monarch.
Fatal female in power.
When did I join the chat? It was like 10. We drew for like an hour and a half.
An hour and
what the
12
heck is-
minutes.
I spent an hour and 12 minutes on that epic.
We can give each
Yeah,
other a
so-
song or something and then we have to create a stand out of it.
Ruh-roh.
We're gonna be drawing from imagination.
No, I'm so bad at it. My creative prowess is being tested and it was not prepared.
Alright, I gotta take care of something. I'll be right back.
All right. What if David just went to bed?
I didn't even think about that. When he said he'll be gone for a while, he meant hours.
What was that?
I see my drawing is not connected somewhere. I was trying to use the fill tool. I'm trying to remember, is there any userless stands? There's some stands that live after their user dies, but I don't think there's any userless stands.
The plankton.
That's true.
I'm back.
Welcome back, good sir.
Among Us.
It's perfect. See, I have a visual for what I want this to be in my head, but I'm so bad at art that I can't put it on the page. It makes me angry. I'm gonna look at your sketches, Gio. So what was the idea of the one that's like carrying a weight?
That was gonna be Easy Lover.
Well, yeah, it says that on there, but like, what was your thought process?
On the left, I had the more organic bubble shapes. So basically that transitioned over into having the organic bubble-shaped torso with the bubble arms. And then the bubble head with the two horns and the eye sockets being so weird.
Oh, wait, I see it now. Okay, so this left thing is arm, and then the right thing is arm.
Yeah, and then the rest are
Trying to
just...
figure out what its proportions were. It's like turned away from the camera.
And then the rest of the bubbles are just bubbles that it let loose. So
Mhm.
like each of the bubbles are gonna be something different. So that's why they're all multicolored, because it's gonna have different effects on you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Easy Lover transitioned into like the two things on his shoulders. That's gonna be where the gas comes out of. And the chain on the bottom is just gonna be from the line she'll get a hold of you. And there was an electric guitar near the end that felt like, well, electric. So the arms are wires that'll electrocute the fog that it's surrounded.
Yeah.
And since the lines are like, once you see her, it's too late or something, like you have to get out. So the idea is the room is going to be filled up with fog, and you're not going to know where it is. And once you see it, that's when it starts electrocuting the fog around it, and slowly starts getting stronger over time. So
Yeah.
that's basically the idea.
Gio kind of mopped the floor with me, at least. These are very sick ideas.
Alright, so who's next on explanations?
So Bed, I already had an idea for. So what this one's gonna be, its ability is that it can make up to 5 static copies of itself. And then once you go past that limit, the oldest copy will start to dissolve into acid.
And are the copies, like, can it literally,
Sentient?
do they all function? Like,
No, they're just static. But like wherever they're placed into, they'll just stay there. Like they'll just defy the laws of physics. So like if you wanted to, you could like use like a staircase and just keep climbing up.
interesting. You said they
So it's-
melt?
Yeah, they melt into acid.
So you could theoretically put one above somebody and have it melt into acid.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out its offensive capabilities. Although not all stands have offensive capabilities.
Yeah, this one's more like useful for like traversing. And then for Bone King, it kind of has like that polite idea that you suggested, or you stated at least.
Yeah.
So basically, what this one will do is it'll offer to enhance one of your bones, but in exchange, it'll make another one weaker. That's like kind of like the same mass, where it's like equivalent.
So it basically takes the bone structure from the rest of your body to strengthen one bone.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it.
That's pretty sick. I like the melt-a-bed. Also, the design of melt-a-bed is cool. Is that, it's a bed, right? Like, that's what its
Yeah,
design
it's
is
a bed.
inspired by. What's the wheels? Is that wheels on the bottom? What's on the bottom?
So like treads.
So, like, tank treads?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sick. Easy Lover, a lot of the lyrics in the song were very clearly negative, funnily enough, even though it sounds like a love-centric song. So I wanted to make the focus obviously designed around love, but I didn't want it to be a positive thing. So I gave it a knife arm to cut you open, and then it uses its claw hand to take your heart out. And it places it inside the inner cavity there. If you zoom in real close, there's an atomic heart in the center there. And what that does is it steals your capability of love and forming connections. And that's sort of the reason I put all these wires everywhere, is they sort of represent connections. And also it's hollow on that and the hand to represent being heartless, because it literally steals your heart. And so it takes your ability to form connections, and it basically turns you into a psychopath because you're no longer capable of love or caring about anybody or anything, really.
Yeah, that's actually super cool.
And then this bottom is like a plume of blood. Obviously I had like blood tears coming from the broken heart up top, and then the bottom sort of forms like a dress, because lover, you know, you think something romantic, but it's actually just a flow of blood coming from that center chamber. Bone King, I was trying super hard to think of something that fit Bone King, and I was actually talking to Gio about it, about userless stands. And so that's what this is to me. This is a userless stand, very similarly to Foo Fighters, and it only cares about going about its own means. It just wants to have fun. It's very mischievous, and it's incapable of doing that, seeing as it's a ghost, so it possesses people, but it doesn't have their nervous system or anything, so it causes their bones to break from doing certain actions or themselves to become more and more injured the longer that it's possessing them, because it doesn't care, oh, body's not supposed to bend this way, body's not supposed to do this thing. And so that's the purpose of Bone King. I was picturing this one to be more of a villain stand, very similarly to Easy Lover, just causing damage, and the main group, whoever they were, would have to come in and solve it. And then the little white streaks are just to connect it closer to the bone thing, because I didn't really have any bones involved other than the negative impact on people. So yeah, those are my stands.
Dang. So with that one, like, it would just guide you while you're by yourself. You're pretty much fucked, huh?
Exactly, yeah. If nobody's there to save you, you're done for, because it'll just do whatever it wants with your body until your body breaks down and is no longer useful, and then it will move on.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
This one is more of a part 4 stand to me, something like that you could see them dealing with in the town, because part 4 kind of has that.
Slice of life.
That's it.
And then Josuke just heals if you're ever affected.
Exactly. So that was sort of the inspiration for that. I like my idea for Easy Lover. I couldn't really execute it in the drawing though, because I'm not a very good drawer, but I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, I think Easy Lover might be my favorite one from out of your two.
Oh dang, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, we spent like 2 hours drawing. Which part do you guys envision your stands from?
Mine, I would say probably closer to part 5.
I could see Easy Lover being in part 6, but you haven't finished part 6.
Yeah.
Wait, your Easy Lover or Gio's Easy Lover?
Geo's. I think mine would also be in part 6 because of the whole creating a psychopath element and then being in prison, but
Oh,
I could definitely see
that's
Geo's
a
in
really
part
good
6.
idea. Like, it can explain some of the behaviors of people inside the jail.
Exactly,
Like,
because
it's
they
just
turn them
behind the
into
scenes.
psychopaths.
I think for Melted Bed, that'll be like part 8. Bone King, it'd probably be something like part 4, maybe. Like, it kind of does finish that slice of life thing where, like, I mean, if you don't interact with it much, then you can't do anything.
Yeah, just sort of like a stand that's there, and there would be a few episodes where they interact with it, but
It seems like
Yeah.
a defense stand.
I was gonna say, because if it was immediate, whoever had to deal with the stand could use it to just constantly relocate in order to strengthen defenses. Like Gio was saying, as a defensive stand, you could just constantly switch to where you're about to get hit to make that stronger.
It seems like kind of what was it? Spice Girls?
Spice Girl, how it turns into like rubber.
Yeah, like I feel like it would be one that would be very useful if you're about to get attacked, and then you just use the ability to get like saved last minute or something.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay, yeah, instantaneously, but with like a cooldown.
I was gonna say, because then whoever was fighting against the person with the stand would have to basically fake their moves in order to try and figure out what part they would have made weaker. So it's like fake going for one of their arms or shoulders, and then when they heavily defend that, you got to figure out which part of their body just got weakened for whatever period of time the slow is.